Hello, Stampers. I hope you are all having a great day. My name is Colleen Magness, and you are Creating with Colleen, and I come to you live every Wednesday at noon. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator, independent demonstrator on the East Coast of Virginia. So this way I come to you at noon. I chose this time because many of you have probably had a busy morning of working or running around, and this way you can take a lunch break with me, and I will share some creativity with you. So today, I'm not creating, but I have a lot to show you. I have been blessed to be a part of Stampin' Up's advisory board in the past years. And anytime there's a new catalog, Kim Williams, very sweet Kim Williams, will do a card swap. Now, card swap is where you actually make an X amount of cards, you swap it with everybody else, and you get lots of great ideas. And that's what I want to show you today. So this is our mini catalog. I see Patty has come on with me. Hey, Patty. You're going to see some great samples up close and personal. So we're going to get started. Got a lot going on at the Magness house here. Lots of kiddos with lots of little sick symptoms. So we're just doing the best to make everyone comfortable and have a good day. So here with the mini catalog, this catalog just came out, and it will run from January through June of 2022. Lots of wonderful items, as always, with Stampin' Up. So we're just going to take a tour through the catalog, and then I'm also going to show you some Sale-a-Bration samples. Good morning, Edith. I'm glad you're here with us. So the first samples that I have, my book's a little fat. You have to forgive it. And let me see, let me just pull this up. You don't need to see this. This here, by the way, is you can order 24/7 anytime on my blog, creatingwithcolleen.com. And you can also request my newsletter. And that will keep you on top of any specials I have or classes or videos that I create. I also have a YouTube channel, Creating with Colleen Magness on YouTube. Check that out. And if you're going to order in January and your order is less than $150, please use this host code right here. So now that my commercials are over, let me just cover that and we can start talking about stamping. So, and this one here, this is on page 10 of the mini catalog, and it is an adorable stamp set bundle. It is Sweet Conversations. So you have the dies here. And incidentally, anytime you see something that is highlighted in a stamp set, those dies coordinate with this stamp set, and they will cut those items out. So for the Sweet Conversations, we have the following cards. This here was created by Tanya Reed, one of my dearest stamping friends. That's the best thing about stamping is all the wonderful girlfriends you make. And this was an adorable card featuring the designer paper, the ribbon, and of course, again, those dies. So really cute for Valentine's Day. Hey, Barb. Hi, Diane. Glad you ladies are popping on. So good to see you all at lunchtime. Now this card, this was created by Meg Lovin. This was part of the swap I was in. And again, very cute, simple cards featuring a lot of the dies, ribbon, and designer paper. Here you have one. This is created by Natalie Travis. And this reminds me of a seam binding card, which I will show you. I have one of those that I created, but it's really kind of cool. Here, we normally do like 1 1/4 inches, which gives us a nice 4-inch square to create on. But I really liked how she did that too. You're able to showcase both sides of the designer paper. This side is actually sealed, and then when you open it, it's like you have a gift card. And so she just put the adhesive on the top and the bottom, and then you can slide any kind of gift card that you want in there. So that was a great idea and very simple if you like to send gift cards. So next we have the Highland Heather. This is really cute, and I am not sure who this was created by because it didn't have a card in there. Otherwise, I would love to give her credit. Very, very cute though. Keeping in touch with that sweet. And then this one was created by Jennifer Cotton. And actually it's a Z fold. When you open it up, take that big green thing out of there. When you open it up, you have the card like such. So this is really cute. And all she did, it was a standard card, scored this in half, folded it back. Very cute, Jennifer. Now this card, this was created by, let me see, Jody Reinhardt. So when Jody created this card, she actually used on page 11, the Love and Happiness bundle. And that is a nice bundle because it has heart frames. It actually has the embossing folder that comes with that too. So a lot of fun. I really kind of like how they're including the embossing folders with the dies. So this is really cute. She actually just cut this out from there and put it on here. Very cute. So then as we scroll through, we have some really cute kitty type stamp sets. And then y'all know, if you've been following me for lunch, this was my first pick. I am moving past it, but I have had so much fun creating with it. This is the Flowering Fields suite on page 14 and 15. And it includes the Flowering Tulips bundle and the Tulip Fields, because tulips and windmills all go together. You have these adorable brushed butterflies that are flat but self-adhesive, and they do not add any weight to your card. So that's great. And then you have this gorgeous Evening Evergreen 3/8 inch window pane checked ribbon. And you also have the Flower and Fields Designer Series paper, which is gorgeous. I have showed you all that on a previous Facebook Live. So if you're interested in seeing that up close and personal, just scroll back a couple lives and you will see that. So looking at these two, again, this is the Tulips bundle that coordinates with the Tulip Fields bundle. So these were cards that I actually made. This was what I was telling you about. This is a seam binding card where I just did the 1 1/4 inch score. So you would open this. There's your Visa card. I, again, only adhered the top and bottom. But this is the designer paper that's absolutely gorgeous. You have an instant field of tulips. Love my little windmill. And one of the designer papers on the back, it's like a variegated. So I just thought this looked like a green field with the blue sky, and then you have your butterflies that are flying away, fluttering around. So this is the same card, only I featured the window pane ribbon. Exact same thing. You look inside, but I just tied the ribbon around and just tied it in a knot. Now the very cool thing about this stamp set is you can make a field with this here. I put this piece on a Stamparatus, so that was nice and straight on my piece of white, oh, can't talk, basic white cardstock, because I want the horizon to be straight. And then I just took this triangle, stamped it in the middle, and then rotated it, and I came up with this card. So this way you are creating your own tulip field, and it really was easy. You have the little fence you could put on there. This is the designer paper that you get. They have a couple, 2 sheets that actually have the sky, which is perfect. And then I just stamped and cut out my windmill. Fun, fun. And then this was the original one that I did because I could not wait to get my hands on the dies. So this here really is just the windmill. You can see it does all the work for you. Has a solid piece, the detailed top with the windmill, and then the brads are actually in the annual catalog. And I think they are a must when you make this card. But I'm having a lot of fun with that suite. So here are 2 more. So this is a Rainbow of Happiness. I don't have any samples with that, but we do have Sale-a-Bration paper that coordinates with this. So with a $50 order, you could get the designer paper free. And again, we'll talk about that towards the end after we explore the mini catalog. Now here, I really liked the ladybugs, and then I talked myself out of it, as I always do, and I have just seen some adorable cards. So this is Robin Cardin, and I just thought it was adorable. Love the bright summery colors. I really think after Christmas, I'm ready for non-traditional Christmas colors. And with the grainy apple green and the melon mambo, it's beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful. So that was a nice job. Then we have this one, this is by Liz Lung. And what I liked about this card, if you can tell, she actually stamped the leaf onto the basic white cardstock, and then she embossed it. Because if she would have embossed it first, you would not have gotten a nice dark image. But I thought that was adorable. The great thing about this Hello Ladybug bundle, which is on page 20, is that it is a punch. So it actually punches out the body, and it punches out the stamped wings. You could do vellum wings, all kinds of stuff. But quick, cute, simple, easy card. I have to keep watching my screen to make sure I'm getting this in there. I'm really kind of close. So hopefully we're doing okay. Now this is Wildflower Path on page 21. And this card was created by April Lopez. And I thought that was just beautiful. Just the simplicity of it. Again, those little butterflies, which actually, just so you know, you get 80 butterflies. You get 40 of the large and 40 of the small. And again, the biggest thing I love is that they're self-adhesive. I can just pick them off, put them right on my card. I don't have to mess with any glue or glue dots. But this card was adorable. Then we scroll through. We have the Symbols of Fortune. And I have a sample, but it uses a different stamp set with the designer paper. But the designer paper is gorgeous. And here, with the Crane of Fortune, is this saying, wishing a lifetime of happiness and a world full of love. So this card was created by Leanne Greff. And she put some vellum here, which was very pretty. And just some words, simple and beautiful. Now, I did just purchase this. You're going to see this coming up. This is called Paradise Palms. I love the sayings. Wishing you a warm and beachy kind of day. Hope you find a little paradise wherever you may be. Diane Haba is watching, and her paradise is camping in Florida. She is a snowbird. So, Diane, I hope the weather is great where you are at. Retirement wishes. Everybody always asks for a retirement saying, so we finally have one. And then happy birthday. So you'll see some things coming up with that. Then as we scroll through, don't have any samples here, but I do for this one. This is called Flowering Rain Boots. And again, the dies match all these pieces when you stamp them. And this card was created by Joyce Farraco. And I love this saying, every storm that comes also ends. Thank God. So here she did a gatefold card. So it looks like a gate. But that was a really cute card. Then as we continue our journey, loved this one. This is Artfully Composed. So this is on page 33. And you have these beautiful, bold stamps in here. And again, of course, you have it with the dies. And this card was created by Denise Jorgensen. So I liked her colors. Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen, Cinnamon Cider. Beautiful colors together. And this designer paper, although it's not used on the card, is very pretty too. So you can actually see it larger on page 34, and you can see which dies cut out. But very nice card. And if you notice, we have in here, it's little sea glass. Let me hold it up here, see if you can see it. There's little pieces of sea glass on here. And again, what's so cool is that they're self-adhesive. Just another little embellishment to add that extra special touch. Now here, I have this stamp set and haven't had time to play with it, but it's called Flowing Flowers. And this was created by Tammy Ackerson. And she used our border dies to get this stitched border on here. Loved how she did just a strip of paper, and I love the words that are in this, sending a card instead of a text. Praise the Lord. Who wouldn't love to get a card instead of a text? So that was really cute, Tammy. And again, this is Flowing Flowers, And it's a distinctive stamp set. Let me put it up here. It is a distinctive stamp set, which means when you stamp it, it gives it more of a realistic stamp. And then, again, just a note, happy birthday, thank you, time for a happy dance, I like you, and then sending a card instead of a text. Really fun fonts and wording that we have in here. Moving on, this is one I just had to get, ocean front. Gonna make a lot of great designs with that. That's coming down the road. And here on page 40, it's called Amazing Silhouettes. And on this card, Sandra Rule made it, and what she did, which was cool, she actually embossed it. So the white is what is actually stamped, and then you have these really cool images inside. You could do something like that on designer paper, or you could do it just like she did on the solid cardstock. Now, Eden's Garden, I have this, and I had showed that a couple times. We have the designer paper that matched it, which is no longer available. But again, this is a distinctive stamp set, and this is a wonderful bundle too. Now this one, New Horizons, this is a lot of fun. Very fun, very creative you can get with this very easily. So this is a card. This was by Karen Titus. And the beauty of it is the designer paper's already done that way. So really, Karen stamped the sailboat, cut it out with the dies, put a couple embellishments, and she was done. How smart is that? So again, it's called New Horizons on page 43. It has these little stones as accents, self-adhesive. It has the words, which are great, a mountain scenery, and this to me, well, let me raise it up, see if you can see that. This to me was the best part of all. These are dies that make a beach gate. So when you look at the samples, it could be a garden gate, a beach gate, but really, I would have bought it just for this. I love it. So let me quickly show you some of the designer paper. It is a 6x6. You get 48 sheets for each of these 12 double-sided designs. So there's your background, already done for you. And then you just have a marbled on the other side. Look at this one. It's like a meadow, running through the meadow. And these, it always reminds me when we were on a cruise in Alaska, how you got up and looked out early in the morning and it was like a haze on the water. And that's really what these are, is just beautiful backgrounds that you can make into awesome scenery very, very easily. Just keep running through them. And the color's on the back, but look at that. It is just, it's realistic and it's just gorgeous. Same with this one. You could take this one, put those mountains up there. The background, that is perfect. Kind of reminds me of Ireland with the green rolling pastures. Fun, fun, fun. So this is a great pack of designer paper to have. So moving on, more fun stamp sets. I don't have samples and I don't have them all, but I do share what I have. So keep going. Now this is a card from Ann Clemmer, and Ann used on page 53 the Best Delivery stamp set. So that was really, really cute. The card opens like that. Best wishes, signed, sealed, and delivered. Now here, this is beautiful. This is using the, oh great, it's a big word. I'm going to have trouble with it. And I know I'm going to butcher it. I can't even say that. Ranunculus romance. Ranunculus, oh my goodness, romance. Y'all know I am a butcher of vocabulary. Somebody give me a call and tell me how to spell that or how to say that. This is the romance card. Let's just say that, the stamp set. So this is this card here. Again, another seam binding. This one Jan McClurg, I think was it, because I found a little piece of paper once I had sorted all the cards, and this could very well be hers. But this is using the vellum that we have. This is the designer paper I was telling you about, and of course this is the stamp set. So that is the stamp set, and this was the bundle I was telling you I would show a little bit later with the crane. Let me just look here, see if I can flick to it. Here we go. So this is the designer paper on page 23. That is gorgeous. So that's where she got her designer paper from. And just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Where did my card go? Here we go. So great job. And then this one here. This is from Evie Di Piazza. And beautiful, very striking with the red, black, and the white. We did a swap before called white, black, and one other color. And it's amazing the colors you can put with white and black. I mean, everything from Melon Mambo, the bright pinks, to the yellows, to any bright color really goes with it. So good job. Then as I keep going, I really took a liking to the In the Moment stamp set on page 57. And I like it because I love a sketched stamp set. There's so much you can do with them. So many different techniques. You can color them. You don't have to color them. It's really up to you. But I think the sayings in here were pretty fantastic too. You're always so good to others. Be good to yourself too. I have a dear friend, Sally Wood. I think that stamp was made just for her. She is such a sweetheart, and she is always helping others and putting them before herself. You have In My Thoughts. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. Oh my goodness. That's huge. That is huge. So this card, this is actually from Kathy Parlitzis, and she just used it at just the outline. She didn't even color it, and it's beautiful. Put a little doily on there, some natural toned designer paper. It's beautiful. And then this one is from Genevieve Coe. And again, didn't even need stamping, and it's still beautiful. She just sponged her edges and coordinated it with the other colors in the card. These are the doilies that you're seeing a lot of on page 59, number 6. It's called the Heart and Home doilies, and they come in basic gray, cinnamon cider, and misty moonlight. So that really coordinates with a lot of other colors you can put them with. Now this one is pretty popular. On page 60, you have the Blessings of Home. And again, beautiful stamp set, great for coloring. So this was one that was made by my dear friend Joyce Daniel. And she just used the wood designer paper, colored her flowers, and then it opens like that. And again, I love the saying, you are a real blessing to everyone around you. Lots of people I could send that to. I am blessed by a lot of good friends and good people. Now here, this was created by Janice Waitman. And you can see just how pretty it is, even when you don't color it. The detail in the stamp itself is gorgeous. And so just put the scallop stitched rectangle on there, put some designer paper, monochromatic card, all one color, absolutely beautiful. Now this is from Linda Bowen. Linda holds a very special place in my heart. Stampin' Up, I just think the people are the most wonderful, and she is no exception. Very, very sweet gal. I always love when I can see her. So here, again, using the doily, coloring those flowers really pretty. Use the dies to cut them out. And there we have her card. Now this one, this is on page 61. And this is the Honeybee Home Bundle. Oh, look, there's your doily again. Everybody's going to have to get a pack of those. And I loved how she did this card because being a drafter, I probably would have made it more symmetrical. And I love how it just has a slight angle to it. So this was from Margaret Van Vliet. And she used the honeycomb folder, sponged the edge, just tore the edge and sponged it, sponged around that designer paper, the wooden look designer paper, and then used the dies for the bumblebee and the stamps. Very, very pretty. Now here, this is from Susan Elise, a dear demonstrator. And this is called More Love. This is actually a single stamp. The world needs more love notes is what it says. And she actually embossed this in silver on vellum. So it has a nice sheer look. And then she took her blends and colored in the flowers. So that is a cute card. Thank you, Susan. And then you have this adorable set, Catch You Later, on page 63. And I was blessed to even serve on the advisory board with Diana Gibbs, and she is so much fun. I always love seeing her. She's from Arizona, and her card was to actually make a calendar. So it's just like the ones, the portrait ones I've showed you, but she made it in a landscape view. And she loves to color. She's my coloring queen. She does such a good job at it. And so she used these little guys right here, these little quails, and made an adorable calendar card. Thanks, Diana. I'll have it on my desk and I'll think of you all the time. So here we have the Cactus Cuties bundle. Let me see. My cards are coming all over the place. So that is adorable, a little cactus. This was created by Amy Story. And you can see how you just have your card base and you let your designer paper do the work for you. Cute card, Amy. And I'm trying to think. Oh, there is more. Once a month, I get together with a group of Stampin' Up demonstrators here in our local area. And Michelle Burkett did this card. And this is the Horizons designer paper I was telling you about. Designer paper does all the work. And then from the Wildlife Wonder stamp set on page 71, we just stamped a couple of the flowers and this wolf. And there's your card. You know, they don't all have to have 22 layers, all these embellishments. Simple is good. Simple is very good. And when I showed you that Horizons designer paper, this is the sailboat that she used. This is called Let's Set Sail. And the dies, actually it's a punch, I'm sorry. The punch punches out your boat and the sails, and then you have your stamps to go with it. That is on page 70. So now we have from Laura Bartow, a dear friend who is in Chicago. And this is the Home and Garden bundle. And so this is great for a manly set. Thanks for helping me grow to the man who can do anything. That would be my Danny. Happy Father's Day and birthday wishes. And again, she did like a Z-fold. And I love how she did this here. She actually sponged this and then sponged this. And then how cute. Used the brick folder and to the man who can do anything. I might have to give this card to my husband. But of course, I'll give Laura credit. I'll say 2 women actually came with this card with loving thoughts. He'll love it. So that takes care of my mini catalog. So now we have Sale-a-Bration. So with Sale-a-Bration, as you know, for every $50 you spend, you get a free item out of here. If you spend $100, you actually have 2 selections. One is on page 12, and this actually comes with the designer paper. It's called Friendly Hello, the designer paper and the stamp set. So you would get those 2 items free with a $100 order. And what's really cool are these flowers right here stamp and match the designer paper, one of the sheets of designer paper. So that's really a lot of fun. You can do some fun techniques with that. You can even emboss on your designer paper the outline of these flowers. So we have this for $100. And then for another $100 order, you could get the special moments on page 14. And that is nice because it's 21, I don't know if you can see them all here, 21 stamps with special words. So lots of things from sympathy to happy birthday, congratulations, you're a wonderful friend, thank you, good luck. Just a well-rounded stamp set so you can make all kinds of cards. So let's back up. First of all, on page 3, you have this Island Vibes. And I will be creating with that, with all the tropical cards. But this is the stamp set. So this is nice because it goes on an edge. And then, of course, you have your pineapple and your stamp. So this is actually a red rubber cling stamp set. But this you can get free with a $50 order. Next, you have the Daffodil Afternoon Designer Series paper. And I'll show you that really quick. It really is pretty. And this coordinates with the Daffodil Suite in the mini catalog. The two go hand in hand. So here you have, I'll show you each one with your patterns. I always love when Stampin' Up! Has a designer paper that looks like this because you can cut it down the middle and cut your 4-inch sections, and you can get 3 cards right out of here by just having daffodils at the bottom and a saying up at the top. There's another design. Here we have more. On the back, little hearts. Here you have all your daffodils. That's pretty. And then once again, we have this. Right there. I use this on a couple cards. I like it. I'll show you in a minute. And then this right here. So the colors are really, really nice and go together. So that is your Daffodil Afternoon 12 by 12 Designer Series paper that you can get free with a $50 order. And always remember too, the catalogs, they give you some great ideas too. So don't be afraid to recreate exactly what you see. I think if somebody took the guesswork out of it for you, you just made out. So here we have the Sunshine and Rainbows 6x6 Designer Series paper. And this is what coordinates with the Rainbow Suite in the mini catalog. So showing these, I wish the computer would really show you how vibrant the colors are. It's just kind of hard to see that. But you can even just cut these rainbows out and use them as is. So I'll just quickly go through these. Great colors. Nice and bright for spring. Here we go. Some stripes. Some pool party. Look at these clouds. They all have a little design in them. How cute. You can just cut those out any way you want. Hey Doris, I'm glad you could join us this morning. I have a few more popping on. The great thing about a Facebook Live is if you cannot catch me live at noon, you can always come to my Creating with Colleen Facebook business page and watch it at your convenience. So please don't miss any of them. Come back whenever you can. So see how many designs you get? I just feel like I've been going on forever. Again, it's 48 sheets for each of 12 double-sided designs. So you're talking 24 designs out of that pack. Then as I continue, this is very popular. Oops, I forgot to show you a card. This was a card that was totally inspired by Diana Gibbs. She used a different background than what I had, but this uses, let me back up, this uses the Daffodil designer paper that I just showed you. And then, I must have skipped a page, on 6, we have the Catching Butterflies stamp set, which is really cute. And then you have the Driving By stamp. And I just think that was adorable. Driving by to say hi, you've got style, and ooh, thanks. So again, I changed a few things, colors and a little bit, but not much. This was Diana's design, but I loved this card. It looks mod. How many years has it been since you've used that word? And then on the inside, I took a strip of the designer paper, and with my blends, I colored the other car, and I cut it out, and then I'm going to be coloring my balloons. So Daffodil Designer Series paper you can get free with $50 order, along with your Driving By celebration. And that, in real life, is what the stamp set looks like. So now let me continue. I've showed you the Sunshine and Rainbow Designer Series paper. Now on page 10 and 11, we have the Simply Marvelous 6x6 Designer Series paper. Again, 48 sheets. You get 8 of 6 double-sided designs. And the colors they come in, we have Balmy Blue, Basic Gray, Blushing Bride, Bumblebee, Coastal Cabana, Flirty Flamingo, Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Misty Moonlight, Pool Party, Smoky Slate, and So Saffron. So here are what they look like. So marbled on one side, that's your marvelous, which is beautiful. And then you have the swirl on that side. So this, I think, has probably been one of the most popular designer papers so far. Only because you can do so much with it. You could put anything with these soft colors. There you go. So on this page, you have the Awesome Otters, and this has really been popular too. People just think they're adorable. We love this little guy in the water. And of course, you could say it's a birthday card, or you are utterly awesome, which is so cute. So one of the things that I have created, going back to, I have to have a desk calendar, because when I am sitting there, I just have to have a glance of what day it is, because some days it's pretty hard to keep up with that. So here is my year's calendar for this year. I get the calendars at vippies.com, V-I-P-P-I-E-S. They make them in a couple different sizes. This is a large. But I used the Simply Marvelous designer paper on the back. I used the Balmy Blue. And what I did is I actually stamped my little otter on white, basic white paper, colored them with the blends, and then cut them out and put them on here. But I still stamped on the designer paper because it gave me all the splashes of water, and it gives me all this little, he has like little hair. I didn't have to worry about trying to cut that out. I just cut him out as the image and put him on. So I thought this would be good because every morning I'm going to look at it and it'll say, "You are utterly awesome." And I'll say, "Thank you. I needed that." Always think positive. So again, here we have the friendly hello. And I do not have that. I should probably say yet. But very, very pretty. Nice stamp set, nice designer paper. And then the special moments, I guess now we can see it better. You have a happy birthday. I think you're wonderful. For someone who is wonderful in each and every way. Thinking of you. I couldn't wait for a special occasion. That's fun. I have something for you. So just a lot of different sayings in here. Thank you for brightening my day with sympathy. Unfortunately, we need that. Hang in there. We need that these days too. So where would I be without a friend like you? So nice, nice stamp set. Again, there are 21 stamps in this special moments that you can get free with a $100 order. And then last but not least, on page 17, I loved this right from the start. Talk about a distinctive stamp set, plus beautiful sayings with a beautiful font. You can earn this stamp set free with either a $300 order of your own, or you can get your friends, collect your orders, and when you combine them for $300, you will get this stamp set for free. So just let me know if you have questions on that. But again, it's beautiful. I think it's worth it. It is a cling stamp, so it's that gorgeous red rubber. But happy birthday. I love being your friend. It's the little things that make life great. But this here, just the way these two stamp, are gorgeous. So that's pretty much our celebration. Now, celebration will go from now through the end of February. February 28th is when it ends. But keep in mind, when you purchase, your $50 or $100 order can be from our annual catalog, which still has a lot of amazing products in there, or it can be from the mini catalog, which is just out. And I'm just going to keep reminding you, if you do put a number in and it's not available, Stampin' Up is not having back orders anymore, simply because of the shipping issues. It would drown them in back orders. They do have a lot of the stock in. I've been pleased. Very few things I've seen that you can't order at the moment. But that would be why. But also, check your number. I put in orders for a lot of people, and a lot of times when I'm putting the order in and it says it's not available, I go back and check the number, and it might be one number off. So check that too. And again, any questions at all, you are so free to contact me. I'm always here to help you any way I can. So that sums up our lunch today. I hope you have lots of inspiration. I know I am a visual person. I have to see the samples, and that's why I love doing a card swap. So again, if you would like to place an order, you can go to mycreatingwithcolleen.com and just select Shop Now. Use this host code if your order is less than $150. And I do hope you'll join me next Wednesday at noon when I come to you live. And then I will be stamping and doing some more creating. I just had to show you my swap because I was so excited about it. So thank you all for joining me. Again, Doris and Diane, Barb. I'm glad you're here, Barb, Miss Edith. Thank you all for being here. And I hope you enjoyed your lunch today. And I look forward to seeing you next week. May God bless you all and keep you safe. Bye-bye.